Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm about to roll up to the 12 units. We've got some plumbing issues that we're going to try to address. So I'm meeting a plumber who is going to tell me what they think we need to do. I'm not looking forward to the bill because it's kind of a big job. So here we go.
This is the hot right here.
Yep.
So you got going underneath the ground. 1, 2, 3. This one here goes.
Yeah, and that one runs on the floor, which is
horrible.
Terrible idea, right in the middle of the floor.
And it's CPVC. Here we go, about $25 a sheet.
Okay. So those,
really good.
You would prefer to see that in a single valve?
Yeah, if you ever do any bathroom remodeling, definitely.
Yeah, there was a lot of shortcuts taken.
Yeah, definitely. And they just had this shut off.
So that's the blue paint. Yeah, that's a mark. That's a blue paint mark. You know what? We did have the utilities marked out here recently. Right there. Hey, there it is. Sweet.
Which that's big enough to run the whole thing.
Okay. And this is the electronic reader?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Freaking pipe. Oh, lordy. Okay, we need to put a plug in that too.
I think I could be part of the sewer smell.
Oh, yeah. There you are.
So that's the main.
There's your money.
Is there any other lines coming in? Is it just that one? Just that one. All right, so long story short, this 12 unit that we bought has got so many janky things going on with it, which I knew going into it. We bought it at a price that I knew I could justify some of the weird stuff that's going on. But, you know, like one of the big issues we need to do is fix all these. They've got all these lines coming up here. They're corroded and rusted. They took so many shortcuts in this building. They've got 2 water meters for this 8 unit and then 1 water meter for the 4 unit. This is the main water service coming in. It goes through the wall here, goes outside. Instead of going underground, it shoots out the wall, and then they put spray foam over it to insulate it, which is just terrible idea. They got these 2 furnaces that run this whole 8 unit, and so people got to fight over, you know, who's doing what. And man, I need to put some insulation up here. There's just a lot of little things. We got to install some new washer and dryer units here. Those things are old. And another thing that we found was this hole right there is busted out, and there's exposed lines, so there's sewer gasketing up in here. There's just so many things that are so wrong with this place. So currently this machine's actually not really operating very well. So, well, we got some quarters in there, but this piece right here is loose. And so we're trying to get that repaired, but I think that we're gonna just go ahead and replace these units for the residents. It's got a few dollars there. Let's see about the other one. What do we got here? Maybe. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so it's unit number 6. This unit's finally, well, it's been done for a while and it's just been slacking, but it's finally ready to rent. So it's pretty simple. You've seen it before, I'm sure. You walk in, you're in the living room, this little kitchen dining area, a galley kitchen right there. Get the bathroom right down the hall, and then the bedroom. So these cabinets we just left alone. They're actually really good cabinets, in good shape, nice and thick. Not the real cheap junk, but you know, it's nothing glamorous. This thing isn't a high class, it's not an A-class apartment. I'd call this more like a C+, something like that. So the rent on this place will probably be around $450. I may shoot a little bit higher to begin with, but we'll see. Okay, so here is where that black water line comes up out of the ground right here, up and then through the wall. Instead of going through underneath the footing or through the footing, which is what they should have done originally, come up through the floor, they ran it up through the sidewalk and then in, which is just absolutely pathetic. You know, they did a lot of nice things like, you know, full brick. You know, the structure itself is really great, but then they take these shortcuts like this. It's just really sad. So one of the big projects we got to get done is, I guess it's not that big of a project, but we need to create a like a barrier, you know, somewhere when you flatten this out so this sits better, and then create some sort of barrier so people can't see that, because some of the neighbors have been complaining about, you know, trash piling up. So it looked better to clean that up and then put some landscaping around the building. The biggest plus about this place is the roof is in great shape. All right, guys, I'm gonna snap some pictures of these units before I leave and get them posted up for rent. And then we're gonna be going over to the mobile home park later today, and we're gonna walk it with the same plumber that was here a little bit ago, because apparently he knows a lot about that park I'm under contract on. So he's gonna show me what he knows and help me decide whether I need to replace these water lines or not. All right, now we're at the park, about to explore the water lines.
Probably is.
So this is,
So how many leaks did they fix for you?
well, I don't own this yet.
Yeah, right. Oh, okay. The Vincent still says they're out here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look on the other side.
Yeah, this home's junk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I see they got this little shut off right here.
That's a shut off.
Yeah, that'll shut it off down in the ground. Now the trouble is, if you turn that, you don't know how long ago it's been.
Right.
If anybody uses it, you could break something, and then it should.
So galvanized is no
something
good.
like this.
All right, guys. So yes, the plumbing issue is a big deal. Everything in these parks is a lot of times kind of sketchy. A lot of stuff is mismatched. You got different types of piping, different lines, you know, things have been patched over the years and so on, so you never really know what's going on. So my best advice is, if you're going to get into mobile home parks, call up a plumber who really knows what they're talking about, because anyone can go out there and assume they know what's going on, but without an expert's opinion, it's going to be really hard to know what's going on. So get an expert out there. They'll kind of tell you what's going on with the park, and hopefully you can make a better educated decision. So at this point, I didn't really see anything that gave me too big of a red flag to where I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna buy this park. Still think it's a really good idea. And I've talked to a lot of really big investors about these parks, and everyone says the same thing. There's like a 5-year window to buying these parks. By the way, yes, our Christmas tree is still up and it's in January. But it's like a 5-year window to finding these off-market parks from mom and pop sellers before big investors start to, you know, sweep all of them up. So my goal is just buy as many as I can, even if they're not operating in, you know, absolute perfect condition right now. You know, I'm not going to dump a ton of money into getting them operating perfectly. I would rather first invest money into more parks, build up a bigger portfolio, and then spend time later, you know, really optimizing how they are performing. That's gonna do it for this video, guys, but stay tuned for the next video. I'm actually gonna make a video about contacting an owner of a 4-unit, and this has already happened. It actually just happened, so I'm gonna make a video about it. Stay tuned for that. Make sure you watch it, because you're gonna find out the best way to find off-market deals. So until then, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.